Well, that thing's junk. Thanks, AEM. Okay, guys. Didn't mean to do a series on tuning with a wideband O2 sensor, but that's what it's become. Because a couple things. Number one, the O2 sensor went bad. They're junk. AEM has a problem. I don't think AEM's doing it. Maybe they're sending out, vendors are sending this thing out. I don't think it's a Bosch like it's supposed to be, and they go bad. It is a problem, okay? Even though they told me at first it wasn't. So the new one's in. I mean, you know, it's not the hugest deal in the world, except that, yeah, I had to clip that off, send them pictures, blah, 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 you know, in a couple hours on the phone all in, I don't know. And then they sent it on a sailing ship from China, and I finally got it. But, I mean, I wasn't going anywhere. I had to work, so, I mean, whatever. So, I'm going to change the distributor. I've got a distributor with a vacuum advance. All right, real quick. So you set the initial timing when she's at idle. I'm running 18 degrees. I think I'm going to back it off to 16. And then inside you have a series of weights and springs that as it accelerates, it opens up and the timing comes in sooner. Goes from like 16 before top dead center, and I have it at 36, okay? You do that because as a piston comes up and down, the speed of it gets so fast that you need to advance the timing so it has a time to burn across the top of the stroke. All right. What a vacuum does, it does it even further in advance so that you've got time to burn this fuel across the top of a stroke of a piston that's going at 3,000 RPM versus 2,500 RPM. Should save fuel. All right. So anyway, that is that. And the tight bastards, they didn't even send me a vacuum hose. You know, you spend money on this, you think they give you 2 feet of vacuum hose. All right, so that's that. But here's what's going to be an issue. When this distributor was put in, you see how it's sitting there right now. What should happen is you bring the engine to top dead center, and there's a gear in there that this fits into. All right, it should be parallel with the camshaft. Well, this one wasn't. It was cocked up. So you see where everything's at. We're getting close to hitting, but then when I stick this one in, if I do it the same exact way, it's going to be pointing out the front engine. Wait, somebody's calling me. So anyway, yeah, we'll go from there. Let's see who's calling me. It's my dog barking. It's my son. All right, guys. Okay, distributor's out. So you see what I'm talking about here? You see where the distributor goes into the gear for the distributor drive that runs off the cam. So what it should be is a deal like this. You just twist it. I should have done this when I made my spark plug wires. See how it's mostly parallel? And number one should point right at about number one cylinder. That way everything's clocked. Yeah, so the next thing will be, I think my number 2 spark plug wire may be short. We're gonna find out here in a second though. So anyway, yeah, the engine's at top dead center, and that's that. All right. Okay, it's in. All my wires are long enough, proud to say. I'm gonna have to do something down here. They'll rub through, no bueno. I'll get a wrap around that eventually. Yeah, yeah, everything's cool. So, got my timing light out. Engine, I warmed the engine up a little bit. She's cool off mostly now, but I'm going to manifold vacuum, guys, right here. When I hook this up, when I set the initial timing, which it should be right about 15, 16 now, it ought to be, I'll start anyway. I'm not even going to go into manifold or timed ports. I'm going with manifold. That's what we'll run. And I don't know if I can give a dissertation on why either. So anyway, we'll get her started, get her timed up a little bit, and hook up the advance, and we'll plan on going for a ride. Alrighty then. All right, that's it. Done and done. Yeah, done. I pick up all my crap now. Yeah. So I've got it at about 16 initial. I'm gonna try that. 36 all in with the vacuum disconnected, and yeah, it goes up to more when it's connected. So now it's time just to take it down the road. Can't today. My tack is dancing a little. That's the tack wire there. I don't know if I've dorked up the fooling around here, dorked it up a little bit or not, but yep, it's so anyway, that's that. Go ahead and pick up my stuff. I still got crap sitting out from doing the 5-speed swap on that pickup, so today's the day. All right, guys. Yeah, well, let's see how she rides.
Several days later.
Hey guys, I don't know what I can see. Yeah, I do use a GoPro. I bought a GoPro. I think my phone does a better job anyway. So yeah, it's literally several days later, and I haven't done anything since. I've been gone working, all that. So got the vacuum advance going on. What it does is when at idle, this car idles at about 10 or 11 inches vacuum, so that will add 10 degrees of advance at idle and at cruise. Under low vacuum, the vacuum advance doesn't work, and so yeah. And as we know, what I said was vacuum advance makes it fire sooner, so hopefully I get a more burn and better fuel mileage. So anyway, yeah, we're gonna do this trip, my 50 miler. I have a window of opportunity here, so here's hoping. Yeah, let's see. Okay, here we go. This is me coasting. Had to push a little bit. She quit. Son of a gun. Had to feel a little burble, and then boom, she quit. So anyway, whew, thank goodness. Now there's a busy road, semi coming up my rear end. Anyway, so yeah, I got to get off the road here and figure out what. Obviously lost power, so gonna make that Vertronics. My tack's been acting up. Never did that before. Oh, whatever. Cars. Work on cars, they said. Get a hobby, they said. Anyway. Alright. We're having some fun now. I don't know what the hell happened. She quit, that's for sure. Pulled the coil wire. Put it back in. Fiddle with my connections. I'm going for it. Who cares? I think I can get towed back. I have insurance, but I also have a trailer, but it's Wednesday morning, everybody's working. We'll see. Okay, we're going off into deep water here. Don't know why I quit. I took a perfectly good car and turned it into one that might do that, stop on you. I didn't try to restart it when I was rolling. I should have. Something else I didn't tell you guys, I retarded my initial timing to 16, so I'm at 16 and 36 now. When I was visiting my dad, my folks, I took my dad for a ride, and we're just tooling around on a 65-degree day, and waiting to park, the thing creeps up to 200 degrees. So I think I had too much initial anyway. Of course, it's rich. Was rich as hell, so we'll see. Let's see. Anyway, yeah, let's see if I, next time I see you guys, gonna be back at this gas station. Ouch, ow. Underwears are getting me, getting gas. Okay, here we go. I'm back. Didn't break down again. And, tach started working the way it should. And, I'm about 10 miles away on the end of this 50 miler. And I'm like, oh, you dumb idiot, you didn't write down your mileage. Well, then the next thing was like, well, stupid, you've done this 3 or 4 times, you know how many miles it is. So 47 miles divided by 3.4, ready? 13.8. Now we're talking, guys. Now we are talking. Now, yeah, we'll see. 13.8. I was getting, that's a mile per gallon better with the vacuum advance, which is what, Jeff, that's what you said it would do, right? Mile to mile and a half, 2 miles. So yeah, okay, that's worth something. It's an extra 20 miles on a 20 gallon 19 gallon tank. So anyway, so the air fuel, it's the same. It's, what's funny is this is a good trip because even if it's windy, it's the same trip, right? So it is windy, and winds are out of the south, I'm going north, I'm showing low 12s, but coming back into the wind, where you think you might be holding the gas pedal down a little more, it's showing high 12 to low 13s. So yeah, so this thing's been leaned up 10%. Seems like a lot, but really, I mean, how much is 10%, you know, of what? Can't feel 10% power adder, seat of your pants, you know, or gasoline gives you 10% better boost when you're running. So anyway, yeah. So get back home, see what happens. All right. Well, some results finally. Back again, the house. Yeah, 10% lean. Yeah, it didn't show anything on the air fuel ratio gauge. I can still fool with stuff, you know, get a fatter rod, you know, just start playing with it if I want. You know, if you want to really get her down to you know, the gnat's behind. And quite honestly, yeah, I do, that is my thing too, you know. I like getting things finely tuned, but then you it's like, this sucks, I'm done. Anyway, yeah, so we broke down. I don't know why. Hope it doesn't happen again. I had jerked my tack wire. It's the ground wire for the tack. One time I jerked it and it was bouncing. Yeah, I don't know why this thing is acting up. This is Pertronics. It's got the rev limiter. I've got it off now. I don't know if that's such a great deal. So anyway, yeah, the testing's more or less done. And I haven't even begun to get into the wide open throttle stuff. This is the air valve secondary, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not even sure where you start on this thing. It's over here. You adjust how soon it'll open up and close. Yeah, like I said, I haven't even begun to look at allowing it to open sooner, faster, because quite honestly, it was doing pretty good. You know, when I hammered on a little bit. All right, guys, that's it. Yeah, she's done now. It's like life, you know, mow grass, get mulch, that fun stuff. So anyway, yeah, anyway, good for now. Talk to you later. Thanks.